Chat, what's the word? Let's get into it. What's up? We got a lot to talk about today. It's your boy Crypto Millie back with another one. Hopefully you guys can hear me nice and clear, nice and loud. I got my water today because I'm on a water fast for the next 24 hours. And this is actually the first real fast that I've ever done in my entire life. So I'm excited about it. And let's see if I can actually make it the whole 24 hours, right, off water. It's going to be an interesting concept here. Let's get into some of these comments as everybody loads in. Crypto Mialis is in here. What's up, my guy? He says, get me out of the shadow realm. Been here too long, bro. You know, well, Elon is looking pretty good as Dogecoin is pumping. We got Dogecoin pumping. Look like Elon was up like 15%. I got a notification on my crypto.com. Speaking of crypto.com, where is the legendary Nate at? Because I can't wait to hear Nate's opinion on the crypto.com AMA from Chris himself. What's up, Gary? Wise Mind, Sinku in here. Supra, I haven't heard that one in a long time. Roadblock up in here. What's the word, guys? Market is looking pretty good. Crow is up 27% on the news of the apparent crypto.com ETF. So we are getting an influx of liquidity here with Crow. I mean, you can just go to check out Crow's mainnet, right? Everybody likes Crow's mainnet. And you can start to see that TVL index volume here starting to rise, guys. So there's been a lot of activity going on within the crypto.com ecosystem. You're seeing the tokens within the, and this is what everybody was talking about, right? It was like, look, Millie, there ain't no really good tokens that started to send. Well, now, and I've never heard of agentfund.ai. What actually is that? Hold on, man. Now that is that the pump fund of crypto.com? Because no one was talking about that. No one was talking about Agent Fund. Let me see here. Did they just create Agent Fund okay, Agent Fund AI? It's coming in hot at a, what's this? $212 million market cap? What the hell? How long this been around? What actually is this, chat? Let's see what it is. Is this actually the pump.fund for crypto.com? Kronos EVM powered by crypto.com SDK. Big news. We've been growing something special for AI companions and open source AI landscape. We're a new pass. AI powered dreamers. So it looks like a lot of stuff going on with this agent fund.ai. I would keep an eye out on this. Now, I don't know if this is like a pump fund platform or AI agent platform, but Chris did mention that a little bit of the capital that they reminted will be going to the AI landscape of crypto.com. So we're seeing a lot of activity here with crypto.com, specifically the ecosystem, VVS, even tectonic. We got a tectonic appearance on VVS, and of course Crow with a knife. And Chris did mention, this is what he said verbatim. He said, hey, we put billions of dollars into the marketing of the exchange, and now it's time to put billions of dollars into the marketing of Kronos platform, the mainnet, right? So now you can expect a lot of those wizard developers, those builders, to come over to the crypto.com mainnet and build something special. We don't know what it may look like. Maybe we get the next Griffin on crypto.com, or the next dog with hat or something, you never know, or the next blood loop or off the grid on crypto.com. But this is a step in the right direction when you think about attracting builders and developers into an ecosystem, frankly, that has got the blessings from the president. Yes, President Trump and Chris have been having talks, and now he's partnered with Chris to launch this ETF, 3 of them, one for Bitcoin, one for BTC and ETH, and the other for BTC, ETH, and a couple altcoins, including Crow. And this is the very first exchange coin that will have its own ETF. seeing that the SEC approves this. So still a lot has to happen, but you can't deny the things that have happened within the entire environment of Crypto.com. I know he made it clear that they're two separate enterprises. You got the Kronos ecosystem, and then you got the exchange, right? And they've done literally everything they can do with the exchange, from prediction markets, sports betting, sports contracts, many partnerships, marketing. You know, they did everything they could do as far as the exchange, right? But now Crow, the token, will get a little bit more utility. There's already utility if you hold the token to get perks on your card, but now you got even more utility as these ETFs will generate revenue and also fees. The only thing that I think most people have a problem with is the fact that they reminted or unburned, and a lot of people were looking at Kronos as that token that was hyper deflationary. So apparently Crow was hyper deflationary because of the exchange, the fees, and the fact that burns happen. I don't know if it was quarterly or how it happens, but you can see here 30 billion Crow at the point we were at about 26 billion Crow. So you gotta assume over the next 10 years the total supply will go up, which will cause dilution within the price, right? The problem is we don't know how much of the allocation will actually go to the ETFs, because he also mentioned how the ETFs offset selling pressure. So kind of like if you in the trenches, you know how it rolls. You got the plug, you got the middleman, you got the plug, you got the middleman, and then you got the consumer, right? The consumer, goes through the middleman, right? But at the end of the day, it's still the plug supply. So that's pretty much what's going on. It doesn't matter if you buy crow from the ETFs. Even if you sell it, it's not technically being sold, right? Because the supply is held by an entity, right? And they're not selling the supply, they're just selling it to you as a loan, right? But you still, can come back and forth to the plug, but they hold the supply at the end of the day, right? And they're not specifically selling it back into the market. Picture it as a loan. So at the end of the day, there was a lot of FUD behind the burn, the unburned, but it's technically just a mint, right? They're minting Crypto.com Kronos chain. Mainnet was built upon Cosmos SDK stack, so they're able to adjust the adjust the tokenomics, right? Then I know that sounds bad, but this is the thing. This is what we hope doesn't happen. And I seen a beautiful comment in the video that I made a little bit earlier. We don't need this being new precedent, right? We don't want tokens think like, oh, okay, well, at the end of the day, Crypto.com did it, we can do it. They got the blessings from the president of the United States. So hey, let's mint more tokens and help our ecosystem. Yeah, it's going to help in the ecosystem, but it is a good way to actually piss off the community. As we see here, Zach XBT. I guess Nate hit up Zach XBT. I told Nate, hey, you're talking to the wrong person. Go hit up Zach XBT. It looks like Nate hit up Zach XBT and he responded. Crow is no different from a scam. Your team just reissued 70 billion Crow a week ago that was previously burned forever in 2021. 70% total supply and went against the community wishes as you control majority of the supply. Unsure why Truth, aka Trump, would choose a partnership with you over the exchanges like Coinbase, Kraken, Jump. Now I know that why they would choose those Crypto.com over those exchanges, but hell, I'm biased, so my opinion doesn't matter. I don't like none of these exchanges, Coinbase, Kraken, or Gemini. But Crypto.com never had a problem with. So at the end of the day, this is interesting claim here from Zach XPT. And I want to know in the comments, how do you feel about Zach XPT and him calling out Chris from Crypto.com? Let me know in the comments, guys. Make sure that you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and keep your favorite crypto and door-to-door entrepreneur inside the algorithms. We got 30 people in here, guys. We need to push this video out, these live streams out. I will be I don't know if it's like in a month or a couple months. I'll come back on X at some point, right? But we'll just have to see. Okay, let's get into some of these comments. Where you at, Nate? Nate Dogg. What's that Nate Dogg song? Ooh, you better. No. Ooh, you better. What do you do, right? Everybody good with the chat room? Yeah, man, it's looking good. Papa, hit the likes when you come in. Hit that like button. Wise mind, salute to my new administrator. Better to have Jasmy removed from the manipulation zone. Only suckers like to be manipulated. 6 months from here, same shit again. No thanks. Exactly, Diamond Smiles. I agree 110%. If you've done a little bit of research, or even, maybe you have done some dev work and you've talked to exchanges, you know how shady exchanges could be. So, there was a good comment in one of the videos that I made when they said, getting listed by a tier one exchange is bullish. So getting delisted by a tier one exchange has to be bearish. And I get it. People are going to feel like that. We can't change anyone's opinion outside of our own, but it's good to have an open mind. Overcome. Did we overcome the dump? Let's go, Jay Flick. Really quick. You bullish on Telos? Am I bullish on Telos? Yeah, I'm still bullish on Telos. Do I currently hold Telos? Nah, not at the moment, but I did. I made some really good profits on Telos, but I did. Well, you can consider me selling it kind of like at the top, but I don't think that's the top, right? I think it could go higher, but just the market and, the development and how hard it is really to get your layer one or layer two out there in an in an environment, where if you don't got the marketing and you know what I'm saying, they just don't. I don't know if it's they don't got the I don't know what it is, right? Maybe they, because they got sort of like good marketing, but then again, they don't have good marketing. They need to get it out there. People need to use the ecosystem. And I think that was my main thing originally when I decided to take profits, because I was like, man, are people going to use the ecosystem? The issue with me is every time I went to go buy Telos on the website, it never accepted my card, right? Oh, this is like in the US. I don't like to have to deal with whether I can buy or not because I'm in the US. So for me, right, after further research and just using it myself, it just wasn't something for me. That doesn't mean it's not going to be something for somebody else, but I'm in the US. I need things that are going to allow me to plug and play, right? I don't want no hiccups when I'm plugging and playing. And for me, that's why I like Solana. That's why I like Crow, Binance, Ethereum, Uniswap. I can plug, I can play. I don't got no hiccups, whether I use my card, whether I use, crypto. So if you just planning on, doing some transactions within crypto, I think Telos could be great. They have an environment where they're planning on pushing out gaming similar to what we've seen from AVAX. They got a bullish team. They're constantly developed. No insider bullshit, straight off the, straight organic. So from that perspective, I do like it, but sort of like BitRock, right? Just sort of like BitRock. It just needs to be more in front of people. It needs to be more people using it. I can't pull up to your casino and your casino don't got nobody in it. It's like a ghost town, right? So now I got to think, like, is your casino making any money, right? Revenue matters, right? If you're going to, attract people, right? They want to know you got the bag. So, just when you think about the narratives that's going to pop, it didn't make sense for me. But hey, if you don't hold a layer one, or if you don't hold it L2 and you're looking for something that has massive potential, but a little bit more risk, Telos, right? It's literally back where I originally bought it. I sold somewhere around here at the top, but it's back to where I bought it at. So again, I did not round trip this, guys. I did not round trip this. I got out of this about the same time I got out of what's that other one? Mint Layer. Let's get into some of the comments here. Yeah, because I'm not into tearing down projects. I see the potential. It's the same thing with Maze. Like, I see the potential, but it's the user base, right? You need activity. Crow is still pumping here. Salute to Crow, still moving, man. We got 32 people in here. Make sure you like and subscribe. Time Traveler, appreciate the 499. Raushi with a knife. You in tune with that Kronos meme coin? Nah, man, I don't know too many Kronos memes, but maybe you guys can share some on the stream. I don't mind. I use Crow app. What up, Surge? Yeah, your time. Yeah, get these likes up, Senku. I was telling Nate to wait until the AMA. Yeah, we're there we go, my guy. My guy is in the building. My guy. I gotta sip some water for you, Nate. My guy is in the building. I'm celebrating my first fast today. We're going 24 hours without eating, straight water, baby. We're gonna make it. All right. Salute to my boy Nate. He's in here. He said, I'm going to be quiet today. Hold on, Nate. We don't need you to be quiet, Nate. We need to know how you feel about the AMA. We need to know. You was all up in here with the caps, big caps, baby. Big caps. We need to know. So I'm like, dude, we know why Jasmy's getting lit. Okay. Now, before I get back to Nate, let's focus on Jasmy for a second. Let's be real. We just had the conversation in Matt Perry's YouTube. I can see how this is going to go today. Oh, so you was over there on Matt Perry's joint going crazy too, huh? Well, Matt, I want to know your opinion on the AMA and what Chris had to say. That's fair. Whether it's bullish or bearish, you know, it doesn't matter to me. Your opinion is respected over here in this chat. And of course, I would love to know how you guys feel, man. Glad that y'all are hopping over here from Matt's channel. Salute to my boy Matt Perry. Jumped in that chat late. Well, hey, y'all can feel free to continue the conversation here. Now, before we actually get back to some of these comments, let's get to what's actually going on inside the crypto market, specifically Jasmy. So if you watched my Jasmy video earlier today, you probably noticed that Jasmy has been hanging around top 3 of this voting, and it's been really pissing people off because I got this theory that some of the community has had enough with Binance. So now they're like, fuck it, excuse me, my language. We are just going to vote for Jasmy off of Binance, right? And again, it goes back to what I said earlier, right? There was a comment in my post that said, hey, getting listed on a tier 1 is bullish, so getting delisted off a tier 1 has to be bearish. So I guess we got to go and do some research, and I haven't done the research yet, but I plan on doing the research and going to look into some tokens that have got delisted from tier 1 exchanges that are still doing well, because it has to be an anomaly here, right, of some token that got delisted from maybe Coinbase, here, that's still doing well. I know a few tokens got delisted from Robinhood, but that didn't stop them from doing well, right? You remember when Robinhood was delisting all of those tokens, right? So, and some of those tokens are still moving strong. So I think we're putting too much time and effort and emotion to if Jasmy gets delisted. Now, this is kind of odd, in my opinion, because you can't convince me that any of these tokens below Jasmy are better than Jasmy, and you definitely can't convince me FTT is. So at the end of the day, it's absolutely insane that Jasmy is second. I mean, there was a post where Jasmy was hanging around third. It's literally been top 3, and people are starting to question, why are so many people voting for Jasmy? Is this Binance pushing an agenda? We've seen from crypto.com that if you have a large amount of supply through validators, you're able to push along some of these votes via it be bearish or bullish. So I would love his opinion on Jasmy right now. Taking a look at Jasmy from a chart perspective, it all really depends on if Ethereum starts to move up here, because you gotta understand Jasmy is dealing with a little bit of FUD. So outside of the other ERC20 tokens that we're starting to see the move, Jasmy not so much, right? It's getting a little bit FUDed. People don't know what's going on with Binance. Binance is a respected exchange in the industry, so if you get FUD and a potential delisting on Binance, people sort of look at that, right? They look at that, right? But it's important to note, Chad, that a lot of the fundamentals of Jasmy has not changed. And 6 months from now, just as we've seen from Crow, right? Just imagine if anybody bought the dip on Crow. You know what I'm saying? You bought the dip on Crow, right? You're in the profits now. You're in the profits now. The same could be said 6 months from now, seeing if ETH starts to send. I don't see a world where Ethereum goes to 4K, 6K, 8K, 10K, and Jasmy doesn't move. It has too much social engagement. It has a real utility. They're a DePIN project that generates revenue, not through just their DePIN. Excited about with Jasmy when you think about the growth of AI and how data is literally the oil that runs the AI car. You can't have AI without data. You can't just have data roaming around and people identities and shit getting stolen. Jasmy is working to provide a utility and use case that prevents this, right? So I can't tell you how to look at it. I know it's going to be a lot of people that's negative on this. It's cool. It is what it is. But again, Jasmy a little bit more weaker than some ERC20 tokens, and I think it's because of the Binance FUD. Hara did touch on it a bit. He actually reposted this post here where it says all thanks Dip. He thanks Dip, and Dip said offering up the opportunity to delist coins is not the best idea. I know the vote will only be used for consideration. Many people not paying attention to that either. Read the fine print. But this promotes more hate within the crypto space. It's one thing to say which coins are on monitoring list should be kept, but creating a FUD in a space that has a very difficult time creating legitimacy is a bad idea. Period. I agree. This is like forming communities against each other. Like, what type of energy is Binance and Richard Cheng and CZ on? You get what I'm saying? So I do agree there. I'm also monitoring the stock market because we are seeing a bit of a bounce from stocks. Some stocks have been able to get back above the 50-day moving average. There are some gaps here on a lot of these stocks, and maybe they come back to retest these gaps. But you can see here, this wick got filled. So again, this little itty bitty gap that's being created as we go up, do we come back to retest it on a fake out? It's going to be interesting to see how these stocks start to react, but you can't deny that they're starting to pump. You can see this is the S&P 500. I like to check out the QQQ. Here also getting it back above that moving average. To be fair, the week is not over yet, right? Another one that I pay attention to is the US index, the NDQ, also getting above that moving average. I believe Tesla had a nice move, man. Kind of mad I didn't have any liquidity prepared to, buy the Tesla dip. I seen so many good dips that I wanted to buy, man. But look at that move there from Tesla. Still some gaps that need to be filled. So if we do get a rejection or fake out, I wouldn't be surprised if we fill these gaps. Stock RSI here cross on Tesla, but just all across the board, I am seeing various weekly stock RSI crosses on strong tokens. Not no bullshit, but strong tokens. You can't really use TA and these type of indicators on these, smaller tokens unless you're using smaller time frames. But with these tokens that have information that's been around for months and even years, you can kind of like use the long time frame. And when the weekly turns bullish, normally you see a good move for a month, 2 months. So we'll just have to see how the market reacts here. But we are seeing a good little move from some stocks, so that's actually a good thing. Let's get into some of the comments, man. Move up 26%. There was some FUD with Move, man. Apparently there was some like Binance insider trading, and there was some FUD a little bit earlier on Move. So who knows, man? Who knows? We got 40 people in here. Wait until I get that shot because I got here you go. Dark Hearts buying opportunity on Jasmy with delisting. I agree, they're overcome. We can't deny that. Greenfield's Binance decentralized data storage system that looks to be similar to Jasmy could be trying to kick out the competition. That's true. I've looked into Greenfield, but it's not as further along as far as like development as Jasmy. When we think about the team here, you can say, oh, that's Binance team, but we can say that's Sony's former team, right? There's been partnerships with Toyota, Panasonic, some of the biggest partnerships in the space lay and reside with Jasmy, right? And I just don't see Greenfield having that type of lore or motion, but you can't deny the conflict of interest. And it gets even deeper right there, right? The theory of Japan versus China. Y'all get what I'm saying? So it can get a little bit deep there. Sir says Jasmy is a great project. I agree. Crypto Future was digging into it a bit. What did he say? What did he say on Westside Jasmy? Buy the FUD? You think that you think that we buy the FUD on Jasmy, Dr. Sheba? I mean, buy the FUD has been paying out on a lot of cryptocurrencies. Look at crypto.com. Look at crypto.com. If you bought into that FUD that everybody was spreading, you're probably up 20, 30%. And in some cases, if you hold the memes, you're up 50, 60%. You know what I mean? And some of these tokens that have been getting demolished for the last year, like Tectonic, VVS, Crow with a Knife, they've all been bouncing. Jasmy is #1 in the space. The hate is real. Yeah, man. To me, I guess you can say it's the #1 data storage deep-in project in the space. I don't think there's nothing that can compete with it. Maybe Layer AI, but I mean, I haven't heard anything from Layer AI on the front, right? I mean, let's go to Layer AI. That was like a OG low cap that I had a little bit of it in the past, but it never made that move that I thought it was gonna make, right? Let's go to Layer AI. Yeah, man. I mean, ever since it had that move from like 1 penny to 6 cents, it's been getting destroyed, right? And This had a lot of potential at one point, right? They were calling it the next Jasmy, right? This was supposed to be the next big data platform here. I know Tao has a data platform that I actually hold. It's a subnet called Data Universe that I'm investing in as well. But yeah, Layer AI was supposed to be next up, right? But I mean, you know, if we have an altcoin season, you got to expect things like Layer AI and even Jasmy to absolutely send, right? Flat earthers believe this guy is outside the earth sitting there watching us. I'm done. I'm gonna leave the flurfers alone, bro. I'm gonna leave them alone. The market is kind of sideways though. It's not like it's super pumping like we seen yesterday. It was a lot of green. Things are starting to cool off, and then you know it's just in my opinion, man. Where's the real new liquidity coming in, man? Are people willing to risk their taxes and new liquidity that they're making in crypto after we just went through this huge dump? I don't know, right? Of course, we're smart investors. We're different. We look at fear, we look at the fear and greed index as opportunity, right? But that's not the normal person. The normal person is like, I got bills. I could take my family somewhere. I'd rather buy something I like. I'd rather invest into something I can see and enjoy, right? Crypto, I don't know. It seems like I'm making someone else rich, right? That's been the sentiment for like the last 3 months. So we need to really figure this out, man. Will retail come back in crypto, or will QE really be the driving factor? If you had to ask me, the end of QT or QE has to be the driving factor, because yeah, we get excited when we get this news. We got excited yesterday, guys. Crow got us excited. Solana got us excited. Bitcoin got us excited. But are normies excited? Do they see the value of investing into this asset class early? All right, I'm not saying they do or they don't. I'm putting it out there, right? You know, and this is the time I think people should take us serious. When you think about, like Chris said, bro, like the president literally just gave me his blessings, right? They're saying XRP. They're assuming XRP, right? Allegedly, potentially, could be bringing in 8 billion or $8 trillion in inflows, something crazy, right? Once their XRP ETF goes live. So will those be the windows that bring in retail? I think it would bring in more retirement money, but I don't know what retail is going to do this cycle. Or are they just smart enough to where it's like, okay, we're not going to buy these green candles. We rather wait till things crash, right? We rather wait until we get in an environment where things are not restrictive. Who knows? Who knows? Do phase analysis, upcoming events. Welcome, Crypto Millie. Wanting Crescent. I've been building, guys. I've been building this application called Lunar Crypto. You can see I'm already in the application, and it gives you the moon phase, the illumination of the moon phase, and the Bitcoin price. And then I've even created a correlation of the Bitcoin prices versus moon phases. So, yo, boy, been in here cooking apps, baby. Let's go. Cooking apps. Yes, I created this myself. Doesn't look like much, but hey, don't know how it's going to look when it's finished. But I've really been putting some things together. And this is not even finished yet, right? I mean, I don't have the astronomy tab set up. I don't have the crypto tab set up or the alerts tab. Do I? No, I don't think I have it set up. Yeah, I don't think I have it set up. So just cooking, just cooking, guys. We're just something that just having a little fun on. All right, just having a little fun. Yeah, I don't think I yeah, I don't think I set up the crypto tab just yet. It says full moon based on 5,009 67 occurrences. Price correlation chart. I'm getting this all together right now. The market sentiment 65% bullish. Don't worry about the price and everything. I still got to reconnect my APIs, right? So this is just giving you guys an example of some of the things I've been personally working on outside of just crypto. You got to stay working in Web3, man. You got to stay working, baby. AVAX up, render up, H bar up. Do we got some H bar news? Let me see if we got some H bar news. But that's the scope on crypto.com. That's also the scoop on Jasmy, right? Is 1.1 million enough to retire, chat? It's an intention economy and your brand is boring. True. President Trump's World Liberty Financial launches dollar peg stablecoin. All right, they just launched a stablecoin. U.S. state North Carolina introduces a bill to invest 5% of the funds into states, into 5% of the state funds in Bitcoin. You got to understand, guys. Invest 5% of the. So this is the big thing, right? A lot of people was like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. They never said they were going to buy Bitcoin. Cool. They never said they were going to buy Bitcoin, right? The government, right? But they are allowing the states to make that decision. So let's say just 30% of the states, right? 30% of the 50 states. It don't even got to be 50%. It could be 20 to 30% of the states. That right there not only will cause a dominoes effect of because Bitcoin only has a limited supply. But now you're going to start to see businesses adding Bitcoin to their balance sheet. You're going to probably start to see what did the guy say yesterday? He said the guy came out there and said every sports team or sports stadium should have their own layer one for ticketing to combat ticket fraud and all this type of shit. So, like, a lot of the stuff that's happening is the beginning because we never had generous laws. So, yeah, I might be bearish short term. I might be bearish short term, recessionary environment short term. Cool. We got GDP coming out Thursday. We got more CPI, PPI. J Powell going to talk, but from a long term perspective, if some of this stuff start hitting, if some of this start connecting and getting approved, you're going to wish you had some allocation to some of this stuff, man. You're going to wish you had allocation to some of this stuff. You're going to wish you had allocation to some of this stuff. So let the word to the wise be efficient here. All right, where were we, chat? Yeah, chat, what do y'all think about, what's the boy name? Goddamn, Zach XBT coming at coming at my boy, Chris from crypto.com. Strong on him. Meme war playing tennis. Trump media launches Binance offboards move market maker. Wow, that's crazy, right? Binance just been doing all types of stuff. Anything else we need to be looking at? Circle receives approval for USDC in Japan. We know Jasmy is the biggest token in Japan, so this is bullish. This is bullish, right? If Junction, just imagine if Junction adds USDC to their ecosystem, like we've seen from some environments, bro. Like I can't remember what ecosystem they added USDC and they started exploding. So you just never know, man. Never know. Oh, let's get into some of these comments here. We got 41 people in here, guys. Make sure that you like and subscribe. All right. I'm getting into some of these comments for you guys. I think Jasmy should delist themselves from Binance in the middle of the alt season so it doesn't affect the price. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. Just do it quietly, right? You know what I'm saying? Hey, you gotta move off the exchange. They understand. Exchanges understand. They don't want to fit the bill of paying your market making and none of that. They don't want to have your token on there if the order books is weak and liquidity is dry. They understand. Like, hey, I'll move on. It's we both make a decision. We move on, right? He would say similar to what you just did about conflict of interest and hinting around how it may be illegal. Yeah, man. I guess who is illegal, right? Jasmy's data monetization. I believe they got licenses for their company in Japan. But yeah, I guess when you think about Japan harboring or Japan-led company harboring people's data across the world, I can understand the security. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I'd say guarantee of 4x from here in DCA could be from people being afraid of Jasmy potential Junction government's token. Have you heard about that? Yeah, man. I don't know if it makes sense for them to have two tokens. I would prefer Jasmy to be a utility token within. They said that back in the day. Like I remember, salute to my boy Crypto God John. I'm not Crypto God John, but Crypto John. He was mentioning how it could be a dual token, but I think they kind of debunked that, right? They said that they were going to use Jasmy within the Junction ecosystem, but if they do create another token, I don't know. We see multiple projects now with multiple tokens. I think Neuro AI has a token, and then they have a Neuro AI subnet. Kato AI has a token, and then Kato also has a subnet with Tau. There's multiple Tau subnets that already have tokens, and people don't even know it's the same developers now creating on the Tau platform. So that's starting to become very popular as these new laws come. Now, at first it was like, oh, you got 2 tokens. I want to stay away from a serial developer. But it's becoming a little bit more popular now to be a serial developer. I seen a guy on X yesterday. Dude launch a meme coin every 2 weeks, and he's like real open about it. Some of his meme coins go to 2 million, 3 million. Some just flop and go to 0, and people don't seem to care. So we're just in a new era of crypto. What's up, bro? I'm working, grinding, finally able to join while you're live. Bigs up, support Millie from Texas, man. Love Texas. Love Texas, bro. Wake me up when the crypto market cap gets above 3 trillion. That's when you think we'll get bullish Hall of Fame? Hall of Fame said we ain't been bullish till we above 3 trillion, dog. All right, y'all see me drinking a lot of water. I am on a water fast. I don't know if I'm gonna do 16 hours or 24 hours. What y'all think, chat? 24 hours? I don't know if I'm gonna make it, bro. This is my first one, chat. Whew, we looking, yeah, man. We looking for that break back above 3 trillion. Right? We the man. I'm telling you, man, if it look, y'all see the chart. If we put in that inverted head and shoulders pattern, bro, it's up. It's up. It's gonna catch a lot of people off guard because it's a descending flag pattern, and then the breakout gonna be painful for anybody that's on the sidelines. It's painful now for anybody that didn't buy the dip. You didn't buy the dip like me. I ain't buy the dip. So it's painful watching shit go up when you know, like, dog, I should have just, you know what I mean? But I gotta stick to my strategies, man. And you know, I can't just overinvest. I did that before. I went underwater, like over investing in crypto, man. I just can't see myself putting myself in that position any longer. Not this far extended in the cycle anyway. Gotta have something to live off, right? I'm drinking all water today, guys. I got, the bear market. Back when I tell everyone I have been buying the dip and staking Crow coin. I'm up 20K today. What? You know what, Nate? I need to put you in timeout. XRP and Jasmy to the moon. You made the app? Yes, I made that app, Serge. I made that app, bro. I made this app. I don't have my APIs connected, but once I connect them, it's gonna be it's pretty good, right? And it's not even done yet, right? See, it's not. I gotta reconnect the shit, but it's not even done yet. But I did create the app. Alright. Upside Velo 10x says how I feel my 30 bag. 37113 Velo. Do your research. Nice ID. Appreciate that, Serge. I'm back. Crow Nation. Let's get it. Crow Coin AMA was exactly what is expected. It was fake or pre-record. Oh, you think that's AI? You don't even believe that's Chris? I got a lot of AI content coming too, guys. I've been doing a lot of things with AI and things that I've been building. So you'll probably see a lot of Millie AI videos, but they're going to be informative. And it actually helps my channel because it saves me time. If I can just pump out a whole bunch of AI shorts, I'm good, right? And then I can come with the real content when I'm really actually doing content. But Chris sold opium again while working against Crow Fam. If you say he's selling opium, give him a chance. Give him a chance. He even said himself, that was a real comment that he said. He said, hey, if none of this pop off, hold me accountable in 2026. You gotta respect somebody that's big kahunas to say some shit like that. That's big kahunas, man. That's big kahunas in crypto. Cause you putting a target on your back. Bought Peaq. I like Peaq, man. Peaq is working with like tons of different enterprises, man. Peaq, man. Peaq is working with a lot of enterprises, man. They've been incorporating so much different enterprises and companies, man. And whoo, that looks like a bottom there for Peaq, baby. Peaq looks good, bro. I ain't even gonna stunt. All right, this is the weekly. The weekly stock RSI just exploded on Peaq. So we made some good gains on Peaq, man. I took my profits, but I need to revisit. Peaq. I got into it when it first launched. But I need to revisit Peaq because the stock RSI just exploded here on Peaq, right? Go to lower time frame, chat. Looking good, Peaq, man. On daily, a little hot on the daily though. A little hot on the daily. Look out for this rejection here at our moving average, right? But the moving averages are trending to the upside. Overbought, but not overbought to where it is showing any type of well, you do got an overbought cross. So that's why you probably see these two wick candles on the daily. But I'm telling you, man, if it just gave you an ultimate RSI cross on the daily, this is probably going to blast through the moving averages. Yeah. You got an ultimate RSI cross right here on the daily. I wouldn't be surprised if this blasts through the moving averages here and heads up to the 786, which is around 21 cent, right? So that'll be from about what the floor, which is about 9 cent to 21 cent before you get to 786. Wouldn't be surprised if you get a rejection at the 786, right? A little bit of cup and maybe a handle, but I wouldn't be surprised also if it blows through these moving averages. Peaq looks good, man. And if you do some research in the enterprise and the stuff that they've built, it looks really, really good. They got a lot of FUD because of some token that the community didn't get the airdrop from, and I think that caused a lot of this sell-off. But it seems like they're ready to rebound. Now, salute to Peaq. Some of these companies need to start bro, I need an ICP deal. Like Jerry, bro. How did Jerry get an ICP grant, bro? Crow. I'm over here talking about Crow for the free ball, Tao for the free ball. Hell nah. I need me a grant like like Jerry, bro. Bro, I need me a grant from one of these ecosystems. Y'all go ahead, pay me 25K, and I'll even, if you need me to put the crypto.com shirt on, I'll put the crypto.com shirt on, right? And y'all already know how I'm coming. Go ahead and give me one of them ambassador 25Ks, bro. Rock with your boy. AVAX. I know AVAX threw a nice bag at my boy Martinez, Jesse Martinez, aka I forgot his old crypto gaming channel name. We got 44 people in here. Make sure you like and subscribe. Chris just need to come out with a clear roadmap. Then he wouldn't have to do a crappy AMA event. Peaq looks interesting. One on buy. Yeah, and it's listed on crypto.com. With sports, Chili's might be the play for that. Yeah, man. Sports, bro. Sports is so undervalued, man. We haven't seen, but you know, once the soccer, we already know the playbook. Once let me say the football cups come around, we already know Chili's is gonna freaking send. In fact, let's check that out. Let's see when does the chat, when does the all the soccer stuff happen? Did it already happen? And Chili's didn't pump this time? Usually Chili's pump when all the like the football World Cup stuff happened. Did that happen yet? Or did we miss that? And we missed the Chili's pump. I'm thinking we missed the Chili's pump, dog. I think we missed the Chili's pump. Did we miss it? It's the daily. Yeah, I think it already happened. Did the World Cup and all that happen yet? Because every time the World Cup happened, this joint sends. Oh, it's definitely look like it's at the floor. Oh, this is a nice setup, right? You get that ultimate RSI cross right here at the accumulation. Nice accumulation here with Chili's. Nice accumulation here with Chili's right here. Nice, good floor it's building. Not too bad on the downtrend. This could be a floor here with Chili's, right? Could go lower, but if it go lower, it's going to be setting an all-time new low, right? You don't want it coming down all the way back down here from inception. So hopefully this thing bounces from. So many good setups in crypto right now, man. So many good setups. So many good setups if we stay bullish, right? This is very much going to be wild. If Bitcoin hits under 50K, it's going to get bought up. Yeah, Millie, you're spinning facts today. I think we see eye to eye. The Chainlink and Jasmy partnership is bigger than people think. Yeah, because you got to be able to streamline that data, right? And Chainlink is an Oracle company. So if Jasmy is just using Chainlink's technology, right? CCID, I believe, for to streamline data through oracles, that's a perfect fucking partnership. CXDC token, I haven't heard too much about that. Even Ether has Ethereum crash. What do you think is the best coins on Kronos chain? Good question, man. What are y'all looking at on Crow right now? I think I had it pulled up here. What are we looking at on Kronos? Let's hear this tab instead. Boy, I feel that hunger coming in, bruh. I don't understand how people be fasting, bro. How y'all do it? Agent.fund looks interesting, man. This thing is up 20. Is this the virtuals of crypto.com? Chat, is this the virtuals of crypto.com? Man, this looks really, really good. If crypto.com ecosystem blows up out of here and Nvidia, chat, I'm finna give y'all an Nvidia or Tesla fucking sends, this is probably gonna explode. MACD bullish, RSI bullish, stock RSI bullish, uptrend, breaking all moving averages. Very, very, very bullish chart is. Why doesn't nobody talk about this token? $10 million market cap. I love infrastructure plays, man. I love infrastructure plays, guys. If you know one thing about Millie, I love an infrastructure play. They don't never got their goddamn. They only got a Discord right now. Next to the MetaMask. Hold on. That's not what I was trying to do, chat. Hold up, chat. Is this the play? Is this the infrastructure play on Crow? Chat, is this it? Is this live? I don't know if it's live yet. New agent. March 26th, another upgrade. Coming soon. First AI agent influencer on Kronos. Loves anime and meme coins. All right, look like we got something coming. I ain't even gonna hold you, chat. If crypto.com continues to be bullish, I am buying this token. I am buying this token, bro. Look, I'm telling you, y'all might think this is stupid right now. Y'all might not understand. Fart boy is sending again. Y'all, I'm telling you, AI infrastructure. Now, two things that's catching my attention: AI agents, AI infrastructure, and the fact that he said a percentage of that allocation of those new minted tokens will go to the development of AI applications and bringing builders and developers. So I don't know if this is going to be the premier one, but this is a step in the right direction. This is basically the virtuals of Crow. This is basically the top hat of Crow. I'm going to have to do some research on a list of crypto.com coins because now they got my interest. Now I'm intrigued. Man. And I'm specifically intrigued with that infrastructure tokens. Out of all of these tokens that I see, besides VVS, which is the DEX, the only ones that catch my attention would be like VVS, because it's a DEX. Crow with a knife because the community is crazy. I know people say Lion. I don't know if they got a real community, but I know the NFTs, maybe. I'm not taking. I don't know about Tonic. Not saying Tonic. I'm not bearish. I'm not going to speak on Tonic, but not for me, right? Not at the time. I think there's other stronger narratives, but VVS, maybe Corgi AI, but I know that's supposed to be like a big meme. But VVS and this thing right here has really, really caught my attention. I'm gonna do some more research on this, guys. But if this platform goes live, this could be one of them ones. Just put it on your watch list. Not financial advice. Put it on your watch list. Crypto.com, man. Make me an ambassador. We'll get these projects out here, baby. Let's see here. We got 46 people in here. Just found an RWA gem called Plume. Has a symbiotic relationship with Ondo. Oh, I like Plume. I'm bullish on Plume. Bro. I know all about Plume. Nice, good RWA project. Market cap is pretty high. But hey, oh my God, this thing is absolutely giga sending. What the fuck? But here's the thing with the, okay, you can see here, man. Okay, so I'm personally a real guy because I like low caps and it just fits the bill for RWA as far as market cap to potential. But Plume, guys, Plume, man. Plume, I mean, just go to this right here, DeFi Llama, and just type in RWA. All protocols in RWA. And you can see that, like, this is the next narrative, chat. Look how the TVL of RWA has exploded, right? They even got the BlackRock Buildo thing down here, right? I think they made a meme coin after this called Buildo. But look how RWA has exploded, man. It's crazy. The TVL of RWA. So this, now we gotta respect this as a legit narrative on this next leg up, right? This narrative might might rival AI. We don't know, right? But we can't ignore that the RWA TVL is rising here. So that's actually a good thing. Ooh. All right, let's get into some more of these comments. We got 44 people in here, guys. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Crow is still sending. Well, I ain't going five. I'm not going 5 days, bro. Crowcoin was better than bear market until Crowcoin beats FTX FOMO levels, man. All cryptos is a scam. Trade it, don't date it. If you love it, break your heart. And your bank, take profits on the double. That's my rule. Yeah, man. I think a lot of people are starting to come to the realization that, we just was drunk off the tech hopium and that crypto was just going to be this groundbreaking. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, it hasn't, but it makes sense with AI. AI seems to be that groundbreaking tech that's next up when you compare it to the rise of the internet and you compare it to the rise of cellular devices. Maybe not crypto itself. The picture was painted as if it would be crypto, but it seems to be AI, right? But crypto and AI works really well. And yes, 90% of cryptos are scams, unfortunately, man. And I don't even want to call them scams. They just, I don't know. I don't know what to call it. Really, I've been holding Chris accountable, and that's the problem. I got a lot of AI stuff that I've been building, guys. I told y'all I've been in the kitchen, man. I've been in the kitchen, like putting some stuff together, man. It's not up to par to where it's ready to be released, but I'm learning, and that's the best thing you can do when things get bearish, when the environment gets a little shaky. The best thing you can do is learn, man. Up your skill set, because when you up your skill set, eventually the liquidity comes in to match that skill set, because people need your skill set. So that's how I look at it. I'm not gonna fade AI. I'm looking at AI just how the early investors looked at cellular devices, just like the early investors looked at the internet and email. That's how I view AI, and nothing's gonna change my mindset. Really gonna agree that Chris could have made his same moves without unburning 70 billion coins. I mean, well, you want him to pull $5 billion out the crack? You want him to just pull $5 billion out the crack, bro? $5 billion. You want him to pull it out the crack? Come on, man. You got 5 Bs, man. Trump talk business. Look at all them countries that's now investing into allegedly invested into the US, right? Yeah, look, Trump, what up? I mean, I can make 5 Bs happen like that. What you need to do to get me involved in this Crow ETF? I can make 5 Bs happen. Now, I can't do the whole 5 Bs, but you know what I'm saying? You need 1 B. I got you. We can use the other 4 B for the ETF. Allegedly, you know what I'm saying? But you never know how these conversations go, right? Because they were at the summit. We don't know what happened. Crow for sure. All right, let me do a poll. I want to know what exchange that you guys use. So let's do a poll. Because bro, nobody don't use no damn Binance. Hold on. What exchange? Let's do a poll, chat. What is your favorite exchange? And don't be biased to use. What is your favorite crypto exchange to use? Let's add crypto, because I know a lot of people went to public schools like me, so they might say, hey, I don't know what exchange he talking about. Let me add crypto here. Let's see, Binance. I don't want it to be too biased. Coinbase. I need everybody to vote that's in here. Crypto.com. I'm adding all these joints because they said Kraken and Qcoin. Boy, I ain't never used that. Kraken. No, they said, oh, I was supposed to put Gemini. All right, bro. I'm going to end this poll. I'm going to redo it. Chat, I'm going to redo it. I got to redo the poll. I accidentally hit the button. I'm redoing the poll. So hold on, chat. I'm redoing the poll. I need to add all of them. We can't be biased. I know all of y'all use Binance, man, but you know what I'm saying? Coinbase. Add an option. Add an option. All right, I gotta put, what's the last one? Should I put Gemini? Yeah, Gemini. It can only give me 4 options, so I'm gonna put Gemini. I know that's pretty popular. Binance, Coinbase, Crypto.com, Gemini. Start poll. All right, now it's time to vote, chat. Let me know which ones you want to vote on. Everyone about to be biased and say Surge, Uphold. I can move things around fast. I'm gonna say Binance because CZ is better than Chris. But do you actually use Binance? Come on, guys. Like, let's be real. Do y'all use Binance? Up in this Oscar Ramos. Where is Oscar? Where is Oscar? I didn't see Oscar. Hold up. Oscar is in here. Is Oscar overcome? I'm confused, bro. Well, he had another account. Elon ready to pump. Yeah, Elon is looking. It was looking good this morning. Just need Big Orange to stay chill and not throw some random bear tweet out there. You know how he get down. You taking profit crypto into Tesla? So you're taking profit from Tesla into crypto, or you're taking your profit crypto and putting it into Tesla? So is that dude is canceling the XRP army said they don't want him. You really with the deep in project called Nadix? Yeah, I've heard of it. Jasmy poop token. All right, we got some beers in here. Agent Fund. Can someone put a link to find this? Elgro, I've seen that one. I think Kronos Chains has a major problem. It won't ever beat Solana and others because what's the major problem, do you think? Hit them likes. Yeah, we in the trenches every day. Most I've done is 3 days. Kronos ID, I remember that. That's an OG one. Everybody thought they was gonna add ID until they forgot like the SEC and the feds and everybody's in crypto. It was like, I don't know if I want to actually add my name or my brand to an ID on a wallet. Kronos is ID of trash that I'm gonna tell you the truth about. Y'all so very still. All right, this is basically. I'm with you, Tails. I'm all with you, Tails. I'm all with you, bro. Make crypto capital world. He definitely got something in the mix. I'm here for it. That's what I'm saying, man. Yo, man just minted 5 B's. He just minted 5 billion. Come on now. Let's be real, chat. Yeah, man. Who? Everyone about to be biased to say Crow. All exchanges are thieves. I would say I can't use Binance because I know it's banned. Nate, you ain't got to tell me, so I don't know why you all salty with Crow. And it's all good. Yeah, 100% Nate. They were the first thing I signed up, but I've been banned from there. Yeah, man, you can't do nothing on Binance unless you go to Binance US, and it still don't even work where I'm at. All right, so let's go down here and see. Okay, 50% of people use crypto.com. Nobody uses Gemini out of 17 votes. 29% of people do use Coinbase and 18% of people use Binance. But I think that y'all capping, bro. I think that y'all capping about Binance. I think that y'all capping about Binance. I done already did 3 videos today. This is crazy. I'm putting in that work, chat. Make sure that you like and subscribe if you like the updated news. Millie coming in hot with the news. Guys, make sure that you like and subscribe. And Kronos R&D. All right, so that's pretty much been the news, chat. We talked about everything we needed to talk about today. I just wanted to go for an hour. I got multiple videos out, content on crypto.com, on Jasmy. We did good today. We knocked out another day. What is today? Two for Tuesday, double up day. All right. I was confused. I thought I don't know why I thought I was in Wednesday. But anyway, that's because I didn't hit the gym yet because I'm fasting today. That's why I thought it was Wednesday. But anyways, I got to get up out of here and drink some more water and whatever. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm gonna do some research on agent.fund. We're gonna continue to monitor crypto.com and the news from here. I'll continue to monitor the polls with Jasmy. Just hopefully Jasmy doesn't get to number one, right? Because the highest has been is number two. If Jasmy gets to number one, I can only imagine the sentiment. Guys, make sure you go check out the videos that I made today. Let's help my channel get back inside the algorithms. I've been cooking all month just trying to get things back and getting on a normal schedule with crypto, even in the midst of this frustration, right? It gets a little tight sometimes when you're full-time Web3, but it's all good. We're going to make it, and I'm just, keeping a positive mental attitude about the cryptocurrency space. Yeah, I see a lot of people in here. Florida, a lot of Florida people in here. Yeah, Overcome was telling me how he sees Jerry Bansfield at the gym. Jerry Bansfield at the gym. We'll see. We do got some macroeconomic stuff happening at the end of the week. I don't know, GDP, CPI, PPI. It's always something. So we'll have to look at that data. And stocks are actually performing pretty well this week. So I would assume if stocks continue to perform, then we'll continue to get relief in crypto. And hopefully that relief will help Ethereum, right? Because Ethereum been struggling, right? Health on zero. They need help. We need to get that Ethereum health bar up. And if it does, we should see some movement from our favorite altcoins, specifically ERC20. And even if Solana stays above 140, you should see a very, very liquid trenches where you can do your meme coin thing within the trenches if that's what you choose to do as far as investment. Because, of course, practice good risk management. Crypto is a place where you can literally go from zero to zero. So understand. Crypto is a place where you go to zero from zero to zero. So just remember that. All right, Larell. Let me get into the last comments. I seen 6ix9ine get beat up at the gym. That was in Florida. You was at that. Is it the same gym that Jerry goes to? So that must be like a gym where famous people go to. I don't know, man. But that's crazy that you was you was part of that video. As it was George Cross I did this morning. Oh man, bro. This is the longest I've ever fasted, bro. I don't know, since the last time I ate last night. So I don't know. I'm gonna try to do the full day. The only reason I'm doing the full day, guys, because I'm trying to get the rest of my lower belly fat down, right? Like everything on my body has slimmed down. And I'm like at the last part, which is like this lower belly fat shit. And it seems like it's the hardest, no matter how much cardio I do, no matter how fast I lift, like my boy Armzilla says, the love handles and the belly fat's been real hard. I tried ginger shots. I tried everything under the sun except Ozempic. I ain't trying that, right? I tried everything under the sun except Ozempic and fasting. So now I'm trying fasting because I'm trying to get that core, that lower body core right for the summer, right? In order for it to get sculpted correctly like the rest of my body is, I got to start doing intermediate fasting, maybe fast once or twice a week. So this is my first day of fasting. I don't know if I'm going to last more than one day. I'm not going to do no workouts, nothing like that. I'm just drinking water and fasting, and I'm letting my body heal itself. I did go to the gym yesterday, though. So hopefully this works out for me, guys, and I appreciate y'all for helping me through this. I see the reason to be. He said, bro. Oh, Billy, I'm not. Look, Nate, I'm not controlling you, bro. You my guy. You have an opinion. Everybody has an opinion. Appreciate that, Kenneth. Loaded Lions, yeah, I'm watching that. Jerry goes to the YMCA. I'll stop there. He could get in there. Nah. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Overcome. Yeah, don't do that on the video, right? I respect that. Don't do that on the video. So yeah, man, man. I want my belly right, bro. I'm getting a little bit older, so health is a major thing. Decline sit-ups. Don't know what that is. What kind of cardio do you use, Millie? I do like I do I do anime cardio, bro. I be walking. I'll be walking like 3 to 5 miles a day, depending on what my script is in the gym. So my script changes, you know what I mean? Because I work on different parts of my body, but I'm consistent with my cardio. No matter that I go to the gym or not, I'm always doing cardio. I don't do running. I kind of like do fast walking and things like so. I kind of do what they say to do. I think I need to incorporate fast sprinting for power. I haven't incorporated that, so I've been out there in my backyard practicing my power sprinting sidestep to power sprinting, sort of like what you see wide receivers do. I've been in my backyard. I know my neighbors probably be looking at me like, what this dude training for? What are you training for? He act like he about to go to the NFL or some shit. Why is this dude in the backyard running around like a wide receiver? So that's what I've been doing lately. And then don't get me wrong, I've lost fat, but I still got body fat in the lower belly that I want to get rid of. So and I think it helps get rid of like these fasting helps viscer fat as well. So just doing a little bit of research. But it's you versus you game. Yeah, man. It's UV. Stop processed food and don't eat pasta bread. I've already stopped that. If you've been watching my streams, Laurel, you know I stopped that probably like 3 to 6 months ago. So I already been away from bread. I still eat a little pasta there. I ain't gonna lie. I still like my pasta, right? But not too much as I used, and I don't drink sodas or none of that shit, right? Just really water. I gotta cut down on the juice because apparently it has too much sugar in it. I've been heavy on ginger shots and stuff like that. Just doing the natural way before I go to gym, opposed to taking my fat burner over there. So just trying to be a little bit more natural. Sprints are probably the best for lower abs. Yeah, so and that's what they said. Why? So that's what I'm gonna do. I've been doing power sprints in my backyard. Um, and that's where I'm at with it. Appreciate you too, Nate. Yeah, man, appreciate you, Carney. Meaning 12 reps. I don't know. I don't know about no damn 12. Now I ain't running 12 reps, but I do try to do what's that? 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day. So yeah, I do try to do that. Right. I am consistent with like walking and stuff like that. I've even considered getting one of those at home treadmills that I can kind of like while I'm streaming, kind of like be on the treadmill. I think it's like $150. I've been thinking about getting that one, but I'm real serious on my health, man. I'm really, really serious on my health. The more serious that I've ever been. I'm probably the most cut and ripped that I ever been in my life. So I'm loving what I'm seeing until I get to the lower butt belly fat. Like, goddamn, I'm still in the gym with my muscle shirt, right? But then when you get down here, it's kind of still a little bit pudgy. I need that joint to be tight. I even got the V shape going on right now. But yeah, the love handles and that lower belly has been very, 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 very annoying and tough. And no matter how hard I go, that's been the toughest thing to get rid of. I ain't gonna gain that weight back when altcoin season comes. Nah, altcoin season makes me go harder. So I don't gain weight when I make money. I actually go harder on health because you can't enjoy your wealth without health. So when I make money, I even go harder. I tend to get depressed when I don't got money. And then that's when I get lazy and just sit on the couch and eating shit because I'd be depressed, right? So like getting money makes me motivated. It makes me want to go harder with my health. But if I get depressed or monetarily depressed, that might make me gain weight because I'm not motivated. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, I'm doing everything and I still can't make it. You feel me? So that I'm a little different than some people. Yeah, I need to do more burpees, man. I got to do more burpees, bro. I was reading that. I need to do more burpees. I'm big on squats though. I'm legit on the squat. I gotta do more burpees on two pick. What the fuck is you doing the worm, bro? What the hell? Really calories. Balancing fat burn and calorie burn is key. Yeah, it's tough, man. I just don't understand calories, bro. Because no matter what I do and what calories I do, that's the only thing that ain't working for me. Look, the shocker is a muscle stimulator so you can work out and YouTube at the same time. Bro, I tried one of those little ab shockers, bro. That shit right there was literally shocking me. Trading for 405 every this year. Hey, let's go. W's in the chat for Overcome, man. I'm always about seeing success for anybody, bro. That's what I'm talking about, man. I love to see people achieving their goals and aiming to success. W's in the chat for Overcome, man. Overcoming the doubts, baby. Let's get it. Would you jump? Yeah, I got my jump rope. My jump rope just came from Amazon 2 days ago. And yesterday I was jump roping. I was in there. I know how to jump rope like Floyd and them. slow, not fast like them, but I can do like the little jump rope because I used to jump rope. So that's not like I got a whole boxing setup in my garage. So the jump rope actually was cool, right? And I even got the jump ropes that you can jump without the rope. So I can kind of like do this and it makes me feel like I'm using a jump rope, but I ain't even jump roping. So I got that as well. So if I'm in a closed environment, I want to do a little bit of jump roping, I grab that, get a little bit of cardio in. But I'm just starting this. Like I'm just starting the whole like jump rope and stuff. So I haven't really seen the effects yet. Bro, I'm so rusty on basketball, bro. I'm so rusty on basketball. I'm actually good at basketball, but I'm rusty. I was telling my boy this. I said, man, all my friends moved, bro. So I ain't got my squad to hoop with, bro. But I need to go get some hooping in, man. And even some flag football. Flag football. The flag football league is lit. Last time in the flag football league, we didn't even get a chance to finish, bro. But I think I was trying out what quarterback at the time, right? So it was pretty cool, like playing quarterback on flag football. But most of the my friends, they were co-captain of the team and they couldn't get along, right? So that the whole our team just fell out because the two captains, who are very very good friends to me, if you watch my stream, you know this, y'all couldn't get it together and we couldn't get that flag football thing going. Rose mentioned 355, bro. Y'all are crazy, man. I'm weak as fuck right now. Well, if y'all bench pressing that, well, I know I'm weak compared to y'all. All right, I'm gonna get up out of here. All right, man. Appreciate everybody that showed up to the chat. I'm gonna chill for a little bit, man. Drink some water. Dedicated a day to abs during the week. Yeah, man, you gotta do abs, man. You gotta do abs. I do abs. See, I'm different. So when I work out, guys, I got even on my ab day, I do like abs and legs. I still do like at least one exercise with my arms and chest because my body is set up to where I have to feel like I worked out my whole body or I don't feel like I got anything accomplished. So same thing on my shoulder and chest day. I still do some things with the arms, do some things with the abs, get my, maybe not the legs as much. I think I'd be slacking on the legs, but I recently been getting it in on the legs, right? Because I can't be walking around like that dude that skipped leg day. I've also seen a big difference from my calisthenics. So like when I first started, it was hard to do like pull-ups and push-ups and shit like that. But now I hit them like nothing, right? So I'm getting more of my calisthenics for agility because I don't want to be a muscle builder. I don't want to be a bodybuilder. I want to pick up strength, lose my gut, but also be, ripped from the calisthenics without losing my agility. So that's kind of like my mindset. I want to get ripped, but I don't want to lose my agility. I'll bust your ass on a. I'm just messing with you, wise, right? The ads really show how good your health is. That's true. That's true. Nate, I read that they said like your abs is a direct reflection of your inside health. So I know you ain't capping because I was reading that. Your gut health is very very important, guys, and that's why I'm fasting because I never fast before. And they say when you fast, it kind of like allows your gut to cleanse itself. It doesn't have to think about cleansing itself, so it don't got to work overtime, and it can kind of like clean up itself, right? Because that's what our body does. Squat on the chest day, it builds testosterone. I got a little bit of testosterone back here. I got a little bit of testosterone back here. A little bit of testosterone back there, but I rarely use them because it kind of like it messes up my anxiety. It creates anxiety. But when I do use the testosterone, I be in average, working. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But it kind of like the flip side, it's kind of messed up when ladies and stuff walk by and you off that testosterone. You off that testosterone, or you in the gym, the ladies start looking real good, right? I told them I'm about to get up out of here. I'm gone. That was enough. Appreciate everybody that showed up to the chat, man. Y'all have a beautiful Tuesday. Remember, Tuesday sets the tone for Wednesday, which is hump day, and your first 3 days set the tone for the rest of the week. So it's really, really important that you kind of break your week up in increments so that you get things done. Work ethic. The race is not given to the swift or the strong, but the one that can endure. Endure, guys. I was thinking about that yesterday when I was going over some stuff in crypto. I was like, endure. Adopt the mentality of resilience and endurance. And that's how we do it. I ain't doing no damn break dance and squat. Do it naturally before you do the work rest. Squats. I squat with the I do the anime squats, bro. I probably put like a 40-pound, um, what's that thing that you lift up? I put that in on my arms, and then I hit the prayer. I hit the Ichigo squats, right? Solo leveling, and I'm just hitting them joints with the weights though on my arms. So I done got so good with squats that I need weights so that it feels good, right? I can't just do regular squats. I need the weights, baby. Ain't going nowhere. I'm going. I'm about to leave. I'm about to leave. Y'all know how I get to talk. The brain and gut will keep you good, but I know it's that old people who do yoga live longer. I hear yoga is really, really good, man. Yoga and calisthenics. You know, it's a lot more healthier than the gym and less risk to injury, right? As you get older, more people move towards yoga and calisthenics because less risk to injuries. Y'all think I should do a 24-hour stream? I considered it. We gotta be bullish though. If I'm gonna do a 24-hour stream, we gotta be bullish, and I'm gonna have to get my casino bag up. So I'm gonna have to load up Solana. We trading meme coins all night because I gotta do something. I can't just sit up here and talk. So I gotta do something. So I'm gonna load up my Solana. We gonna trade memes together. Y'all want to trade memes together? Y'all want me to do a meme 24-hour live stream? I'll think about it. I got to get my Solana right first, and then we'll go in the casino, and y'all can see how I do things. And then if y'all run across something, we could do it, because I see a lot of streamers doing that, or even in Telegram, right? J5 smoke, baby. Let's go, AB. You know what they say, ladies ain't really no abs. No, bro, I know I got to get the abs, bro. You get them abs, that's when you pull the baddies, right? Gym is unpaid work. I might as well do guarding a window and cleaning and get paid. Nah, man. Look, I like the mindset though, because when I go in the gym, I'm like, okay, this is 2 hours of work. Let me go knock out my 2 hours. Let me go knock that shit out. Bam, knock it out. Feel good when you leave it. Feel even better when you take that shower, right? Or if you got a little lady to hit you a massage after you get off, feels good when you accomplish those milestones, man. So it's not just about how your body look, man. It's just about they say the people who got the best sculptures and bodies, they're not focusing on their how they body look, they're focusing on performance, right? So if you focus on the performance of your body, eventually the look catches up with how your body is performing. So I never look at gym as like, oh man, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to get beefed up. No, I look at gym because what working out does for me is kind of like jujitsu, right? It helps me with a level of self-discipline, right? If you can, you know what I mean, hold your breath for long, you can do some crazy shit, right? Like go listen to some of Bruce Lee quotes and stuff, and he'll tell you how like the gym and working out and stuff like that, it helps you even in real life, because now you're adopting the ability to have self-discipline and ability not to quit, right? You're not going to quit. You know, you say you're going to do 12 reps, you did 10, knock out those other 2. Don't quit, right? You take that same mentality and you apply it in anything you do. Anything you do. Anything you do. And the gym and working out and me being consistent for the last 3 to 6 months has really helped my consistency with life, right? Because if I can be consistent and have self-discipline doing that, I can be consistent and have self-discipline doing anything. And that's how I look at it. This would be amazing, bro. I'm gonna have to do it since y'all asking for it. I'm gonna have to do it since y'all asking for it, man. I know this stream was supposed to be about crypto, but y'all know how we do it on my channel. We kind of cover everything. And the OGs, they stick around to talk about it. I know everybody else that wanted to hear about crypto that already left, but I do appreciate the people that did stick around for the festivities after crypto. So I'll see y'all again tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna do another video, because how the algorithms work, it's kind of like if I drop videos too close to each other, they won't promote the video. Like I dropped a crow video this morning because I wanted to see if that was actually a true theory. I dropped a crow video this morning. 2 hours later, I dropped a Jasmy video. Now, normally my Jasmy videos blow up quick, but because I did that crow video in a 2-hour increment, I should have waited and put out the Jasmy video maybe 4 or 5 hours later. YouTube didn't promote it. So it's important that you guys like all the videos and comment on the videos, because YouTube promotes that type of stuff in the algorithms, right? So I don't know if I'll do another video today. I got to let these videos kind of set in and get their views, but I will be working on my applications and my new avatars and things that I am building. So I do appreciate you guys. Y'all have a lovely day. Thank you, Serge. Pump the token, man. We got a community token, but y'all ain't rocking with it. And hey, it's all good. I don't care, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm gonna be on here begging people to rock with nothing. Y'all do y'all thing. We gonna make it something. We gonna make it somehow. It doesn't matter if we hold the same tokens or hold the different tokens. You hold what you believe in, I hold what I believe in, and we gonna make it. That's how I look at it. Kronos made a new pump fund. What's the name of it, Nate? Was it that one that we were checking out? I knew it was coming, Nate. I knew it was coming, bro. I knew it was coming. This is the only way they're going to be able to compete with Solana, Sui, and Ethereum. They had to do it. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. Working on my 220 dumbbell press. It's going to take a while, but I'm going to get it. Yeah, you got it, bro. You got it. Just keep plugging at it. I've noticed that I had to increase my weights now. When I first came in, I had a certain amount of weight that I would do. And as I increased it, it becomes easier and I keep increasing it. We got this cool little bench press. You know, we got the regular bench press in our gym, but we got this other bench press that you could put like, I can't explain it. I guess I'll show you guys a picture next stream. But in the comments after the video, Nate, let me know what the name of that new pump fund token is, and we'll check it out. I'll catch you guys in the next one. It's your boy Crypto Millie. I'm out. Peace, chat.